What's one of the most common things that when you have ADHD you might complain about? I know a lot of people I talk to say keeping their room clean, cleaning up their room when they have ADHD is not an easy task. It's not something that they're really good at. And sometimes it just results in chaos in the room. And so I want to make something to help everybody out there with ADHD that has an issue cleaning up their room or keeping it clean. And this is why I made this guide right here. I'm going to take you step by step in a process to help you clean up your room. And this is called simplifying, cleaning up your ADHD room. And I'm hoping this will help some people out there to be comfortable and help them to clean up their room better and more often and keep an organized room. First off, have a goal in mind. Like if you go in your room and you're just like, I think I'm going to clean my room, but I don't have any way to know which section I'm going to clean, not sure where I'm going to start, then you might not finish the process. And you may not want the whole goal of just cleaning your room, right? You may just say, hey, I don't really want to clean my whole room. I just want to start in a section. Maybe you have some drawers you want to organize. Maybe you have some clothes you want to organize. Maybe you have one section of the room that you're like, I really need to work on this section. Maybe you have a pile of clothes on your bed and you're like, I really just need to fold these clothes right now. It could be a number of things. It doesn't have to be the whole room. So you have to decide before you go in, what is your goal? Is your goal to clean the whole room? Is it to clean a section? Is it to just organize something? You have to decide that goal because that way you can work towards that goal. But if you go into the room and you're just like, not sure what I'm going to clean today, but I know I need to clean my room, but you don't have any idea where you want to start, this could be much harder to get motivated to actually want to clean your room and go through the process. So you need to have a goal in mind, and you just need to decide that goal before you walk into the room and say, okay, my goal today is to clean the left side of the room, or my goal today is to organize this, or my goal today is to look at my closet and see what I need to keep and what I need to throw away and what I need to fold or hang up or whatever it is. Have that goal in mind. And once you have the goal in mind and you go in, then you have part of the battle done, right? You just have part of the battle done. Just like G.I. Joe said, knowing is half the battle. That is half the battle right there. Just knowing what your goal is. Okay, next up, choose your spot. You want to choose your spot. You have a goal of going in, cleaning the left side of the room, right side of the room, closet, wherever, clothes, get off my bed and fold them and all this kind of stuff, but choose your spot. Choose where you want to start. Because where you start might affect where you end, right? And where you end might affect where you start. And what happens if you start in the wrong place and then you have to go back and organize it or clean it again because you have cleaned something or organized something that affects something else that you want to clean, but you need to clean that other place first before doing this spot. So figure out where you want to start and where you want to end and make sure it doesn't affect another section badly. So this is very important. Choose your spot. Make sure you have the right spot. Make sure that this spot is going to be the best spot for you, and make sure it also helps you reach your goal. Don't choose a spot and it's not going to help you reach your goal, right? Yes, you might want to clean this certain thing, but your goal you have decided on is this, and you want to do that first. You want to stay focused on your goal. Don't get distracted by whatever else that you think of or say, I really want to clean that other thing over there because it looks really messy. And then you get distracted from your goal and you go clean that and you never finish your goal. Make sure you keep your goal in mind. Keep your goal in front of you. If you have to pin it on a wall or put it on a dry erase board, have your goal in front of you so you know what you want to accomplish. And of course, got to start at the right spot. Now, the next thing that you need to do is going to be break things down. You may say, hey, I want to clean this spot. I've got my spot. I've got my goal. I have this section that I want to clean or organize. And now you want to break that spot into different sections. Break it down. Just say, hey, if I want to clean the left side of the room, then what you want to do is look at that left side of that wall and say, okay, this is my goal to clean this part today. Break it down even more if you have to. If you know, hey, I want to clean this section but you have different things in that section that you need to clean or organize, you need to decide to just break it down into smaller sections if you need to. Sometimes you don't need to. Sometimes you're good. Sometimes you're like, okay, I got it. I'm cleaning this spot. I'm good. But if you're not, and you look at it and say, wow, that's a lot of stuff I got to organize over there to clean. I want to, but it's a lot. So I don't know if I really want to right now, maybe later. I want to, but just not right now. But if you look at that place and say, okay, it's a lot of stuff, but I'm going to break it down into different sections, and then you start cleaning with those different sections in mind. So now you're not looking at the whole big thing that you have to clean. You're looking at a lot of different little sections that you have to clean. And that's much easier to do. That's much easier to look at and say, okay, I want to finish this and get to the end of this. And I know that's a big section, but right now I just have to focus on this one thing. And then I'll go on to the next thing that I want to focus on and clean and keep going until I reach the overall goal of cleaning the spot completely or organizing the spot completely that you want to finish. Next up, you're going to need a timer. No two ways around it or about it. You're going to need a timer. You might not think you need a timer, but you really do need a timer. And the reason I'll tell you why, because when you have ADHD, executive function, not a real strong suit for most people when you have ADHD. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just kind of a fact. Executive function issues. And when you want to do something that requires executive function, then you're going to need something on the outside that's going to act as part of that executive function. And a timer can do that. Now, you set the timer for like 10 to 15 minutes. Now, a timer is going to tell you, hey, you've been doing this too long. You haven't been doing this long enough. Or, hey, you still got a little bit of time left to go. Even if you're not looking at the timer and you say, I wonder how long I've been doing this. Well, the bell hasn't ring yet, so I must still have time to go until the time that I finish my timer time. I know that was a lot to say and maybe tongue twister. You need something to help you with executive function, especially if you're trying to do a cleaning process, which is also executive function related. And the other great thing is that you set the timer, has a little beep when it's finished or a beep to indicate that you're done. And 10 to 15 minutes, and you go through the process and you have your timer, you set it and you start using it. And then when you're done, it beeps and you know the process is done for that amount of time, because then you don't have to worry about when you're cleaning how much time that you have left, how much time you've been doing it. All you need to know is, hey, I've set a timer. I know it's going to be 10 to 15 minutes. When that timer goes off, I have done 10 to 15 minutes of work. And if you set it for 10 to 15 minutes, say, okay, that's too long, then go ahead and dial it back. But I think 10 minutes, 15 minutes is a good place to start. Now, once you have a timer all set, you know that you're going to use a timer, you know the amount of time that you're going to use the timer for, then what you want to do is get ready to start cleaning and start the timer. That's going to be one of the most important parts, obviously, because you are going to do this because you want to clean, you want to organize something. And so this is part of the process where you're actually going to do the cleaning, going to do the organizing, and hopefully get done with whatever you have as a goal for that day or goal for that cleaning period. You've decided, hey, this is my goal, and now I'm going to go and clean. I'm going to get everything done. It's going to make you feel so good when you do get it done, because you had a goal to clean, you had a goal to organize, and you did it. If you don't make it all the way through, that is okay. If you don't finish everything in that cleaning period that you want to finish, that is okay, because you can have another cleaning period or another day that you go and try to clean whatever you want to clean or organize whatever you want to organize. Don't be all discouraged if you go and you have a goal and you're like, I didn't get done with what I want to do. I'm so down, so discouraged. Don't let yourself get into that place, basically. Be okay that if you don't finish everything, that is okay, and that I can still have another day or another period of cleaning or organizing. So enjoy this part, because this is the whole purpose of this, is to start cleaning, to go through the cleaning process, to go through the organizing process. We did all the setup, and now it's the point to clean. Now is the point you do everything you wanted to do in the first place. Okay, next up is going to be breaks. You're going to need them. You're going to need a break. No two ways around it. If you're trying to clean and have ADHD, you're going to need a break. Maybe there are some people out there with ADHD that love cleaning that you think are just, man, I love to clean. And cleaning is amazing. Cleaning is awesome. That is what I can hyper focus on. And if you are that person, you're awesome to me. More power to you. I'm not that person. I know that cleaning is required. I do well at it, but it's not the most fun, interesting thing to do. And if you feel that way, like I do, then you understand that you're going to need a break. Because otherwise, you'll just be cleaning and organizing. And at some point, you'll just be like, okay, I'm so done with this. And I don't want to do this anymore. But if you take a break, then you have time to kind of just relax, and then you can come back and approach it again. So when you have a timer, the timer is a thing that helps you understand when your breaks are. You set in that timer for 10 to 15 minutes, and when that timer goes off, you realize, I've got a break. Now, in the front of your mind, back of your mind, not sure which one that is required or is a thing, front, back of your mind. Anyway, when you're thinking about it, you will understand that I'm doing this cleaning and then I have a break. And that is a motivator. If you are excited about getting to your break and you know that when the timer goes off that your break is here, that can be a motivating factor for you to keep cleaning, because you know the time frame, you know your break is coming, and you know when you get to your break, you just relax and not do anything else. And you need them as long as you're cleaning. Whatever period of time that you're going to be cleaning, you need to clean for a little bit, take a break, clean for a little bit, and take a break. If you have a break, then you can come back refreshed after a little bit and then approach it again, because breaks are good when you have ADHD. And hopefully they make this process a lot better, especially if you don't like it, if you're not interested in. So the next thing you do is repeat the process. Once you've done all this stuff that we just went over, you're going to repeat the process. Maybe you didn't get done that day. Okay, you got to come back the next day and repeat the process again. Now, if you have already figured out your goal, already know what you're going to want to clean, already know where your spot is, then you just go on to the next step. But you're going to go through and repeat certain steps, or maybe all the steps depending on what you need to do. You repeat the process. And you do it until you reach your goal. You do it until you finish what you need to finish. You go through and you finish all these steps that you want to take to get there. And once you reach your goal, you're done. And if you need to do more, you do the same process for the next thing you have to clean, next thing you have to organize. All you have to do is just keep doing it. And eventually you'll just get used to it, right? You will just establish a routine, and you'll be like, hey, when I go to clean, I just do these steps and I am good. I finish the process. I know what I need to do. I do it automatically when I go and look at what I need to clean, and it's easy. At some point, it will just be easy and you know exactly what to do. And if you can establish a routine for cleaning, that can be awesome, right? That would be just awesome. You've established a routine for cleaning that works whenever you do it. That's a good thing. There are some things you can do to make it more fun. You can have a cleaning playlist if you want. A cleaning playlist could be pretty cool. Don't know if people do that. You can invite a friend over to just be there and watch you clean. I don't know if that's a thing. Have good friends. They might come over and just help you out. But whatever you can do, whatever you can find to make it more fun, then that will help you stay more interested in it and will help you stay more focused on actually cleaning, because now you have something to make it more fun. You have something that's going to make it just a better process overall, because when you're having fun, you don't notice as much of the process of doing boring things. Well, that's all, folks. That's everything that I thought would be good steps to help you clean. And I hope that you enjoy that. I hope they help you clean. I hope they help you get organized. Now, if you enjoy this kind of content, go ahead and click the subscribe button for me. It doesn't matter whether you are on YouTube or listen on a podcast app. And if you're on YouTube, click the notification bell or ring the notification bell, leave a like and a comment. With all that being said, have a good day. I'll talk to you later.